Melania Trump and Ivanka Trump are without doubt the key women in Donald Trump's life. Both are glamorous women, both fashionable, both smart and savvy about their public personas, both equally powerful and influential when it comes to the former president of the United States, but their relationship inside is way more complicated. In this video, we're going to delve into how Ivanka and Melania Trump really get along. The nature of the relationship between Melania and Ivanka Trump has been a subject of speculation. Are they besties, frenemies, or perhaps just plain enemies? Regardless of the complexities in their personal dynamics, it's intriguing to note that the former First Lady and First Daughter share more similarities than one might think. Both Melania and Ivanka are committed to leading super-healthy lifestyles. According to Inside Edition, Melania, the former First Lady, maintains a diet rich in fruits, consuming up to 7 pieces per day, often blended into a smoothie. She occasionally adds a bowl of oatmeal for breakfast, a routine that aligns with Ivanka's approach. The First Daughter, at 42, is equally serious about her diet, avoiding decision fatigue by offering her children only 2 breakfast options. Ivanka, in a 2015 interview with Shape magazine, emphasized her preference for nutritious meals such as salmon, chicken, salads, and homemade veggie soups, steering clear of fast food. Melania and Ivanka could potentially make great workout buddies. Ivanka is frequently seen jogging with her husband Jared or engaging in tennis matches with her children. She is also a fan of reformer Pilates, particularly the Megaformer brand, a fitness choice shared by Melania. Notably, the former First Lady is known for her dedication to daily sweat sessions, incorporating Pilates and tennis into her exercise routine. Beyond their dietary and fitness similarities, Melania and Ivanka Trump also share a noticeable affinity for similar fashion choices. Instances of twinning have been observed, such as when they both appeared in blush pink attire as guests at White House Press Secretary Steve Mnuchin's wedding. Another striking example occurred when Ivanka donned a gray plaid suit on Capitol Hill, mirroring a similar look Melania had showcased just a month earlier during a United Nations speech in 2017. This consistent synchronization in their fashion choices suggests an unspoken understanding or, perhaps, a shared fashion code between the two Trump women. The similarities in style extend beyond mere color coordination. On multiple occasions, they've appeared at events donning dark, below-the-knee dresses paired with pointed-toe heels, presenting a unified front in their fashion statements. One noteworthy moment was during a 2020 presidential debate when both Ivanka and Melania opted for similar dark dresses and pointed heels, a choice that set them apart from other attendees. Additionally, their synchronized fashion sense was evident when they both chose belted dresses for an occasion, supporting the then-president's executive order aimed at assisting military spouses in 2018. Another striking similarity between Melania and Ivanka Trump lies in their entrepreneurial ventures. Both women, before their time in the White House, ventured into the business world, leveraging their fame and last names to establish their own lifestyle brands. Ivanka, with a background in modeling and television, delved into the fashion, accessories, and jewelry industries. Her eponymous brands gained notable success, becoming synonymous with a modern, sophisticated aesthetic. However, the brands faced an inevitable hiatus when Ivanka assumed a role in the White House. Similarly, Melania showcased her entrepreneurial spirit by launching a QVC jewelry brand in 2010, which remarkably sold out in just 45 minutes. Drawing inspiration from places she considered home, New York, Paris, and Palm Beach, the brand reflected Melania's personal style and taste. Despite the initial success, her jewelry brand, like a later beauty brand she introduced, eventually faced discontinuation. Beyond their shared lifestyle choices and entrepreneurial ventures, Melania and Ivanka Trump are noted for their competitive personalities, particularly in the public eye. Body language expert Judy James has commented on the reported fierce rivalry between the two, highlighting their competition for the spotlight and the desire to be perceived as Donald Trump's right-hand woman. This competitive streak, however, paradoxically reveals a deeper similarity in their characters. According to James, the pair exhibits a calculated and controlled demeanor in public, rarely displaying emotion or spontaneity when seen together. Their consistent, polished appearances suggest a concerted effort to maintain a high level of perfection at all times. James notes that this shared commitment to projecting an image of flawlessness implies a form of like-minded thinking between Ivanka and Melania. Despite having maintained a warm relationship over the course of the last 2 decades, the dynamics between Melania Trump and her stepdaughter Ivanka have faced heightened challenges during their White House years, according to a source intimately familiar with their relationship. The source notes a discernible friction between the two, signaling a departure from the previously harmonious bond they once shared. In recent times, the relationship between the stepmother and stepdaughter has been characterized as cordial but not close, according to someone with knowledge of both individuals. The challenges stem from months of overlapping objectives, shared trips, numerous events, and frequent interactions with the president, resulting in what is described as a somewhat shaky alliance. These insights are highlighted in the book Free Melania, the unauthorized biography. Stephanie Grisham, a spokeswoman for Melania Trump, disputes the reported tension. She tells CNN that the two women always shared a close relationship and still do today, offering a contrasting perspective to the observed dynamics. Notably, both Melania and Ivanka embarked on significant solo trips to the African continent, marking important milestones in their roles within the administration. Additionally, the First Lady pioneered the introduction of highly produced mini-videos showcasing her events for public consumption. Interestingly, Ivanka has followed suit, creating her own short films complete with voiceovers and music. While these similarities may appear trivial on the surface, they are reported to have caused some degree of static in their relationship. The intricate dance between Melania Trump and Ivanka Trump takes center stage on presidential trips, where the dynamics of their roles seem to be in constant flux. When the First Lady, Melania, takes the lead on official visits, the profile of the first daughter, Ivanka, appears to diminish. Conversely, in Melania's absence, Ivanka steps up, occupying a prominent position in the Trump orbit. This continuous swapping of roles has resulted in an unusual and, at times, tense dynamic between the two women. The peculiar relationship dynamic is akin to a game of musical chairs, with Melania and Ivanka alternately occupying the front seat and back seat in Trump's inner circle. This unique dynamic began to crystallize during Trump's presidential campaign. The campaign trail brought about a notable shift in the Trump family dynamics. Melania Trump, with a reluctance for the constant travel demands of the campaign, opted to stay in New York City, aiming to provide a semblance of normalcy for her young son. In Melania's absence, it was Ivanka Trump who emerged as a prominent figure on the campaign trail. Endowed with seasoned public speaking skills and a comfort in the spotlight, Ivanka seamlessly stepped into the void left by Melania. Serving as a surrogate campaigner, Ivanka played a pivotal role in connecting with the public and articulating the family's political message. As the president's daughter, Ivanka Trump maintained a prominent role as one of the most visible female figures within both the family and the administration. Demonstrating a swift transition into the political sphere, she relocated to Washington and established her office as a senior advisor to her father, the president. Her portfolio underwent significant expansion, encompassing issues traditionally associated with first ladies, such as women's and family issues. Notably, Ivanka Trump became a passionate advocate for women's economic development, child tax credits, and the promotion of STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, programs for children and young adults. This marked a departure from conventional roles as she took on responsibilities typically reserved for the spouse of the president. In one of her social media videos, designed to capitalize on her photogenic popularity, Ivanka expressed a commitment to investing in the next generation of Americans through strategic tax code initiatives. Moreover, Ivanka Trump showcased her adeptness in navigating the media landscape. She strategically engaged with the press, sometimes selectively leaking information about her involvement or lack thereof in headline-making policies. This media-savvy approach allowed her to control the narrative surrounding her contributions to the administration. The tension between Melania Trump and Ivanka Trump came to a head during a critical juncture in the Trump administration, when they found themselves at odds over the credit for influencing the president to change his stance on one of the most contentious policies: child separation at the border. The controversy surrounding the zero-tolerance policy, which resulted in the separation of children from their families at the border, prompted Melania Trump to take a decisive stand. Disturbed by the images of children being separated from their parents, she reportedly urged the president to swiftly bring an end to the policy. In response to her concerns, Melania organized a last-minute trip to McAllen, Texas, aiming to witness firsthand the conditions at an immigrant intake facility. "I'm headed down to Texas," Melania informed Donald Trump, as recounted by a White House source. Shortly thereafter, she embarked on the unplanned trip to Texas to gain a first-hand understanding of the situation. Melania's visit to the immigrant intake facility in McAllen was not a mere symbolic gesture. She remained at the center of the unfolding events until she was assured that her husband would take concrete action. Simultaneously, Ivanka Trump was also making her stance clear, actively attempting to persuade her father to abandon the zero-tolerance policy. However, this period coincided with a challenging phase for Ivanka on social media. As heartbreaking images and stories of families being separated circulated widely, Ivanka faced criticism for sharing seemingly unrelated personal snapshots on platforms like Twitter and Instagram. Some critics described these posts as tone-deaf, while others accused her of being out of touch, living in a bubble. Despite the social media backlash, both Melania and Ivanka pursued their advocacy through distinct approaches, each leveraging her unique style. Melania, in her characteristic understated manner, engaged in private one-on-one discussions with her husband. Meanwhile, Ivanka utilized the media and her relationships with lawmakers to amplify her call for action. The culmination of their efforts came when the president signed the executive order officially putting an end to the zero-tolerance policy. In a noteworthy acknowledgement, Trump attributed the decision to the concerted efforts of both Melania and Ivanka. He publicly acknowledged Ivanka's strong feelings on the matter, and in the next breath, recognized Melania's equally fervent stance. This acknowledgement, though shared, did not dispel the undercurrents of tension and differing approaches that marked the relationship between the First Lady and the President's daughter during that pivotal moment in the administration. The dynamics between Melania Trump and Ivanka Trump took an unexpected turn during a critical moment in the Trump administration. Melania, boarding a government jet, drew widespread attention by sporting the now infamous $39 "I really don't care, do you?" jacket. The choice of this budget-friendly piece, notably from the fast fashion brand Zara, a label frequently worn by Ivanka during that period, raised eyebrows and fueled speculation that the message could be a veiled jab at the First Daughter, implying a perceived encroachment into the First Lady's domain. Melania's fashion choice was notably inconsistent with her usual sartorial preferences, making it a subject of intense scrutiny. Her decision to wear an item of clothing with overtly negative messaging, a departure from her typical style characterized by discretion, sparked a media frenzy. Stephanie Grisham, Melania's spokeswoman, officially addressed the controversy, stating that the jacket was worn as a message to a media perceived as overly intrusive. In the broader context, Melania Trump and Ivanka Trump found themselves navigating and, in some ways, challenging traditional roles assigned to spouses or female counterparts of male politicians. While they may diverge in their approaches, they share a pivotal commonality: access to the president's ear. As the first daughter and the first lady, respectively, they hold unique positions within the administration, enjoying a level of freedom and job security unparalleled by others. The jacket incident, in particular, underscores the nuanced relationship between Melania and Ivanka, a relationship marked by both collaboration and subtle competition. Melania Trump's ex-friend and senior advisor, Stephanie Winston Wolkoff, has released a book titled Melania and Me: The Rise and Fall of My Friendship with the First Lady. In this tell-all book, Wolkoff delves into the intricacies of the First Lady's strained relationship with her stepdaughter, Ivanka Trump. According to reports, Melania made concerted efforts to create distance between herself and the older of Donald Trump's two daughters. Wolkoff reveals an intriguing incident known as Operation Block Ivanka, where she and Melania actively strategized to ensure that Ivanka remained out of the frame during Donald Trump's inauguration. The book sheds light on the behind-the-scenes dynamics within the Trump family, offering readers a glimpse into the complexities of their relationships. The ongoing tension between Melania Trump and Ivanka Trump appears to persist, as highlighted by Vanity Fair's Emily Jane Fox. Recently, a video from the 2020 Republican National Convention went viral, capturing Ivanka swiftly passing by her stepmother Melania, whose quickly fading smile became meme-worthy. Emily Jane Fox notes that Stephanie Winston Wolkoff, in her book Melania and Me: The Rise and Fall of My Friendship with the First Lady, discusses a text from Melania referring to Ivanka and her husband, Jared Kushner, as snakes. Adding more context, Wolkoff's book addresses a notable moment from Melania's time as the First Lady, the inauguration snippet that sparked the Free Melania hashtag. Contrary to speculations, Wolkoff reveals that Melania's sudden frown during the event was a result of her son Barron accidentally kicking her ankle, not an indication of displeasure with her husband. Wolkoff suggested correcting the narrative, but Melania reportedly responded with, "I don't owe them an explanation," fueling rumors about the Trumps' relationship. The intricate dynamics between Melania Trump and Ivanka Trump are further highlighted in Stephanie Winston Wolkoff's revelations from her book. Wolkoff details a plan she and Melania devised, humorously named Operation Block Ivanka, aimed at keeping Ivanka out of the spotlight during President Trump's inauguration. According to Wolkoff, Ivanka expressed the desire to have family present during such a significant moment, citing the example of Sasha and Malia Obama at Barack Obama's swearing-in ceremony. Wolkoff, after the inauguration walkthrough, strategically arranged the seating and standing positions to ensure Ivanka wouldn't steal the limelight. Barron was placed between Donald and Melania for the standing part, with Don Jr. positioned next to Melania instead of Ivanka. The revelations shed light on the meticulous planning behind the scenes and the tensions that accompanied Ivanka's perceived attempts to dominate attention. Wolkoff describes the post-inauguration group text, where Rachel Roy shared a photo showing Melania's head blocking, Ivanka's on TV, humorously celebrating the success of Operation Block Ivanka. The intricate relationship saga between Melania Trump and Ivanka Trump takes another turn, revealing that Melania was reluctant to co-host events with Ivanka during their time in the White House. According to Stephanie Winston Wolkoff, Ivanka expressed a desire to be involved in events traditionally hosted by the First Lady. Wolkoff recounts a particular instance where Ivanka showed interest in participating in an International Women's Day event, and Melania's response was far from enthusiastic. Melania reportedly exclaimed, "Are you kidding me? Seriously? I'm not co-hosting." The tension extended to an annual luncheon for governors' wives, with Melania expressing concerns to Wolkoff about Ivanka and Jared Kushner wanting to take credit for the event. The intricate dynamics between Melania Trump and Ivanka Trump continue to unfold, with Stephanie Winston Wolkoff's revelations shedding light on Melania's fashion choices. According to Wolkoff, Melania had a policy of not wearing designs from a designer if Ivanka had worn them previously. Wolkoff highlights a specific incident where Ivanka wore a Kaufman Franco dress for an event. Subsequently, Melania reportedly struck this designer off her list of potential choices. The fashion choices of the First Lady seem to be influenced not just by personal preferences but also by a deliberate effort to distinguish herself from Ivanka. How's life of Melania and Ivanka Trump? For Melania, since her marriage to Donald Trump in 2005, Melania Trump has been immersed in a life of luxury. Following her husband's inauguration in 2017, Melania, along with their son Barron, delayed moving into the White House, opting to stay in New York for months. In contrast to Ivanka Trump, who reportedly faced desertion from some of her friends, Melania has navigated social circles with fewer challenges. According to her former friend Stephanie Winston Wolkoff, often referred to as the Slovenian Sphinx, Melania maintains a limited circle of friends. Melania is now located with Trump and their 17-year-old son at the Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida. Throughout her time as First Lady, Melania has been notably discreet, displaying minimal interest in politics. Reports suggest that she cried at the thought of assuming the title after Trump's election win. Despite her reserved public image, Melania has faced accusations of hypocrisy on social media, particularly regarding her campaign for children's well-being and her stance on online bullying, given her husband's controversial Twitter attacks and the treatment of migrant children. Her refusal to reach out to incoming First Lady Jill Biden breaks a long-standing tradition between outgoing and incoming First Ladies. As Melania contemplates the next phase of her life, speculation abounds regarding her intentions. While many believe she may return to a life of leisure, traveling between Trump's estates, there are rumors that she might write a book to address criticisms and set records straight. Despite perceptions that Melania differs significantly from her husband, reports from former friends suggest she is more aligned with his beliefs than previously thought. Signs of strain in her marriage to Trump have been apparent, with instances of her refusing to hold his hand in public, reports of sleeping in separate beds, and prenuptial renegotiations before their move to Washington, D.C. As Melania transitions from the East Wing of the White House, speculations and bets are being placed on whether she will also separate from Trump. How's about Ivanka? Once a prominent figure among New York's elite, Ivanka Trump has found herself isolated in the circles she once frequented. Since 2017, she has been based in Washington, D.C., with her husband, Jared Kushner, and their children. As the Trump family name faces increasing toxicity, it appears unlikely that Ivanka will return to her former home in the Big Apple. The couple is close to purchasing a $22 million plot on Miami's Indian Creek Island, famously known as the Billionaire's Bunker, placing them near Jared's Democrat brother Josh and his wife, supermodel Karlie Kloss. However, tensions have strained the relationship between Ivanka and Karlie Kloss, escalating after Kloss publicly rebuked her in-laws for refusing to accept the outcome of the election. Ivanka Trump's ventures, from her Chinese-made jewelry and clothing brands to her books and reality TV stardom, have contributed to her status as the best-known Trump child even before her time in the White House. Producers, aware of her profile and experience on the U.S. version of The Apprentice, are likely vying for her participation in their shows. As reports suggest lucrative book deals with seven-figure sums, Ivanka has the potential to command significant sums for her post-White House endeavors. Furthermore, with Donald Trump reportedly planning to start his own TV channel, Ivanka may hold out for a role on that network. In contrast to the tumultuous relationships within the Trump family, Ivanka and Jared Kushner, collectively known as Evanka, have maintained what is considered the strongest marriage in the Trump family. Living in their own bubble, They have emerged as one of the most powerful couples in America, with Jared being one of the few individuals to consistently have the president's ear. As Ivanka and Melania Trump navigate the post-White House chapters of their lives, the intricacies of their relationships, personal ambitions, and endeavors continue to captivate public attention. What are your thoughts on the trajectories of Ivanka and Melania Trump? How do you perceive their roles and influence within the Trump family and beyond? Share your insights in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more intriguing content, delving into the fascinating dynamics of how Ivanka and Melania Trump really get along. See you next time. Bye.